Punters and dribblers, a reminder that your time to purchase an electric jumper is running out quickly. 10 p.m. approx.
Monday.
This evening, Monday, the 20th of February.
Australian Eastern Daylight Standard savings
when the
time.
pre-sale gets cut and we get to printing. Now, if you don't have an electric jumper, I think, yeah, shame on you.
Shame on you.
Not shame on me, shame on you.
Shame.
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 Put in the shame bell. Put in the shame bell.
Put it in.
Add that shame bell, Tobler.
Add it.
Shame.
Here.
Put it underneath us while we're talking. Shame.
Shame. Shame.
Shame.
Hellosport.shop to right horrible, horrible wrongs. Last time this season.
You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast.
Welcome back to the Hello Sport Podcast, home of unqualified opinion, also the home of unwavering bias. Monday, February
19? 20?
20. Is it friend of the show Luke Bracey's birthday today?
He's in February, I know that.
I think he might be a February 20 guy. Either way, we'll remember to message him afterwards. If not, Luke, you hear this, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Not even close. According to Wikipedia, 26th of April.
No,
that's wrong.
Yeah, that's
it's
right.
definitely in Feb.
No, it's definitely in Feb. My cousin also, maybe Feb 10. Sorry, Hamish, haven't messaged you. Bit late, but never too late to say happy birthday, is it? Happy birthday to you for fucking whenever it was in January.
January, yeah. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that.
And to me, do you want to say it to me for last year?
Well, I think it's too late now.
I don't think you can ever be too late for a birthday, but that's just me. Now, it's kind of pointless. Doesn't matter. Back here on a Monday, sunny, air is crisp, Australia's hot as fuck. Summer almost over.
Air not crisp.
Not crisp.
Air not crisp.
That's a lie.
Got to stop you there.
That's a lie.
Air not crisp.
Not crisp at all. It's soggy.
We're in the muggy months, mate. We're in the
Soggy
muggy
though.
months.
It's soggy.
Oh, it's like a fucking damp sock, bro.
Or, well, a damp sock's kind of, that is gross. It's also like...
I find this weather gross.
Yeah,
largely.
but it's also like, you know when you leave like vegetables and shit in the crispy section of your fridge for too long, you go to get it and your fucking, your broccoli's like all limp.
Is that section crispier than the rest of the
I
fridge?
think
Or
it's
is it
meant to
just
be.
another drawer?
It's a wall pull, dude. I think it's meant to be a crispy drawer, but like, I don't...
How's it crispy? I don't see any apparatus on that drawer that allow it to become crispier.
That enhance
it looks
the
like,
crispiness.
It just looks like another drawer to me.
No, look, I think so.
Maybe at your top end of town, Tom. Maybe at the top end
Real
of town.
top end of town.
But I'm not a top end guy. Not when it comes to my fridge.
No.
So
Do you imagine then that like your less top endy fridges are just like, yeah, we've got a crisper as well.
But
there's just bullshit to draw.
Yeah.
Is there a way that you could optimize a fridge better? I don't know. I just sometimes find like fridges not that optimal.
No, they're not optimal at all. They're not optimal at all. I often find, Tom, that obviously fridges, generally speaking, sit on the ground, but they're not at a great height.
Not all fridges. Just want to let you know, we are generalizing, but we are speaking about fridges as we know them to be. They're not a great height.
They're not. You got to lean over,
but also
or squat down.
Yeah, I mean, what do you prefer? I prefer freezer up top than down the bottom, even though I use freezer less. Now, I don't know if that's like a conditioning thing because I grew up with the freezer up the top.
Yeah, I'm a freezer up top guy.
Yeah.
I've had freezer down below.
I currently have freezer down below. I don't like it.
But I don't.
Can I tell you why I don't like it?
You know what? I probably prefer the freezer down below because I use it less.
I understand that that's probably the thinking for most designers of fridges out there. This would be why I would disagree with that respectfully, of course. Getting frozen shit out is more difficult. Everything's hard. It's stuck to each other. Like, I'd prefer to be upright to really use, like, the full leverage that God has given me, whatever God you choose. Whereas down below, it's difficult. Whereas a fridge, you're just like, yeah, there's the eggs, I'll get them. No, it's not optimized, but it's easy to get.
I can see where you're going. But, again, things only really get stuck in the freezer if you leave them in there for the long haul, which means that you're getting them out to throw it out. You know what I mean?
No, I disagree. Shit sticks together in the freezer.
What are you putting in the freezer?
Fucking food.
Like those bags of peas, bags of fucking...
Bags of peas.
Bags of fries.
Yeah,
that shit fucking slides out, baby.
Yeah. But I'm not more...
What else you freezing?
Freeze fucking, like, food, basically.
Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, no, I'm not embarrassed about my freezer, that's for sure. Whether it's like bolognese sauce or like kids' food or Fucking, I mean, do I need to? I don't have like a.
But you're a family, so you're at a different stage in life. You're cooking for many mouths.
Your freezer's probably just got like ice cream and
dog
fucking
food
peas.
and ice cream and ice, which I love. I love ice. I got my little shapes. I got my little sizes. I got my whiskey ice. I got my circular ice.
Have you got your circle ices at home?
I got a circle ice.
I've got no like. As a family man, your personal space just gets taken away from you inch by inch, much like the encroaching fucking.
Well, that's like urban encroachment.
Correct. I have a tray of 6 block ice cubes. That's all I've got in terms of my ice in a fridge.
But they're the big
freezer.
ones.
They're big. They're big and they're thick. But
and that's all you're allowed?
That's basically all I got. So anyway, we lost the cricket. We fucking suck. That was disgraceful. Worst batting performance, not that I've necessarily ever seen, because I didn't actually see it, because I went outside for 7 minutes, and then I flip on my phone, shout out to KO, not an ad, we'll get to that, but it is an ad. Fucking 7 or 8 for 107. We were 1 for 60. Sweep shot City.
I sat down yesterday, Tom, to build my barbecue. Weber.
Okay, we'll get to that as well. I'll be interested to hear.
And I thought, what could I do while I build a barbecue? What's the perfect sport to pair with the building of a barbecue?
Man shit.
Man shit.
Or woman shit.
But generally man shit. But it can be woman shit. But in my experience, building barbecues generally man shit, but can be woman shit.
Of course.
Now, I said to my lovely wife, darling, do you mind going upstairs, getting my laptop, bringing it down? I know it's fully charged. I know in my mind it's fully charged. Bring it down. I'm going to put it on the bin. I'm going to get to my work here.
Yeah. Shirt off? Hot summer's day?
Shirt off.
Love it.
When she brings down the laptop, it commences one of the most painful 90-minute stretches of my entire life, watching the side that I love throw away a test victory.
Yeah.
Throw it away.
Just pissing all over
Just go, you know what? Take it. Take it and fuck off. What did we start the day? Day 3?
60?
1 for...
One
no.
for 60 something?
I think it was more than that.
Yeah, I think it was about 1 for 60 the start of day 3. We lost the second wicket early on, 2 for 65.
2 for 65.
And then
the shit ensued.
Shit ensued. Now, I got a question, Tom.
Lay it on me, brother.
And I've always lived by this, but do you subscribe to the mantra that you can oversweep?
Mate, I definitely subscribe to that mantra. There is a reality, right? And if we use sweeping in its purest form, leaves, backyard leaves, right?
You can oversweep.
Well, what happens when there's no more leaves?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if you were raking the lawn, sweeping the garden, at some point you are just sweeping cement.
Well, I actually did a bit of gardening yesterday, Tom. I was fucking, after a bucks, but I'm made of the right stuff.
Yep.
Shout out to Dawny. Had a great Saturday. But again, kids made of the right stuff.
Yep.
Also packed it up early because a couple of big weekends.
Yeah,
you need to protect the soul.
Yeah.
Need to protect the soul. And I'm out there sweeping, Tom, soil, generally, but some leaves as well. Because when you're filling up pot plants, fucking soil gets everywhere.
Well, mate, your garden's probably about to get some serious leaf problem. You got a lot of foliage around there coming into water.
It was a leaf and soil based sweeping for me yesterday, Tom. And what I found is at a certain point, the sweeping was done. So to continue to sweep my courtyard would have amounted to nothing more than oversweeping.
Oversweeping.
Now, I can also undersweep, punters and dribblers, which is when I leave some leaves and or soil.
Well, when there's something to be swept and you're not sweeping, that is a perfect example of undersweeping.
Well, I could sweep some of it, but not all of it, undersweeping.
Yeah.
There's no sweeping. You don't do any sweeping at all.
That's chaos.
There's undersweeping, where I don't get all of it. There's sweeping pure, which is job done. And there's oversweeping. Now, what happened yesterday is a classic case of oversweeping. 10% of all shots yesterday in the second innings, sweeps.
That's a lot.
Sweeps or reverse sweeps. Guess how many the Indians did? 1.4%.
Yeah. 10%'s a lot to be dedicating to the sweep.
Particularly if they're not sweepers of the fucking nut, mate.
That's a tactic as well.
They're not nut-based sweepers.
No, they're not. But what a weird tactic to go and let's just try and sweep the fuck out of this joint.
Yeah. Let's go out there today, gentlemen.
Bit of a backyard
and
blitz.
Fucking backyard blitz this thing. Let's sweep until we can sweep no more. And listen here, cunts. Rally around me. Listen fucking carefully. If we start losing men out there to the sweep, I want you reverse sweeping. And if we lose men to the reverse sweep, go back to the fucking sweep.
That should be a double reverse.
Every time, the double reverse.
It's a double reverse sweep,
And
which is a conventional sweep.
Every time you walk off for fuck all with your head in your hand, you tap your mate on the ass and you get out there and you fucking sweep
As he walks
too.
past you and you go, fucking stay the course, cunt. Sweep until the sweeping is done. And then once it's done, sweep again.
This was World War I, out of the fucking trenches. Who gives a fuck mentality yesterday?
Yeah. Operation Human Shield.
Operation Human Shield. That's what it was yesterday. It's like, fuck it. All these cunts up there, they kept you'd cut through, you could barely see through the Delhi smog up to the
Shout out
the
to Delhi
assistant coaches.
smog.
They're up there tapping away. Like, clearly the algorithms, the computer's spitting out the same thing. Go out there and sweep, boys.
Does the smog play it? Like,
can you sweep in smog? Can you sweep in smog?
Is it a smog thing? Like, or maybe were they high on some? Like, what's in that smog?
Okay, so maybe you think that the smog got the better of them.
Maybe they were high.
They lose $2 million a year, I think, to Delhi smog. Tom, this is the Indians.
Do they?
Yeah,
Fucking
50% of kids that are born there have irreversible damage to their lungs. I was on a real fucking smog rabbit hole the other day. Smog over there is no joke.
Oh my god, that's awful.
Yeah.
50% of everyone born
In Delhi
has smog-based lung issues.
Yeah.
Because the kids are getting it from mum and dad.
No, because they are born,
into the
exposed
smog.
And young lungs fuck out.
So of the 30
It's
most...
the worst in the world, the smog there. Worst in the world.
In Delhi?
Yeah.
Of
Fucking
the
hell.
30 most polluted cities in the world, 21 are in India. At least 140 million people in India breathe air that's 10 times or more over the safe limit.
10 times or more.
Yeah.
Some days, it's like fucked.
So then that would stand to reason that a couple of bright-eyed Australian boys
Who dine out on the fresh
who
stuff.
dine out on fresh coastal air
Or country.
or country, I'm just calling
It's
it.
Australian air.
It's Australian air. It's fresh Australian air down south, away from, the rest of the world. Pure air.
Yeah, pure air.
They get over to Delhi and it's like, Jesus Christ, mate, they're lost. They're
Lost.
all at sea.
All at sea.
They're cooked.
Now, I came in angry, Tom, and I came in angry for good reason about the oversweep.
I was stomping.
But as I unpack this with my old mate, I'm starting to think that perhaps there was a greater issue at hand, and maybe Delhi smog got the fucking better of the boys.
Yeah, I think it did. Now, I don't know if it was us that spoke about this a couple of years ago, or maybe even the great and powerful Roy and HG, kings of dribble and yarn as they are. But, do you play in a gas mask?
Well, I think a couple of years ago, the Sri Lankans went over there and they refused to play at a certain point because it was too fucking smoggy. I think one bloke came out in a mask.
When you talk
Someone
about...
was throwing up all fucking... He was throwing up all day and shit.
Well, yeah, if it's 10 times the fucking toxicity limit.
That's that average. It gets up to 30, 40, 50 times.
But, when you talk about conditions of different places to go play cricket, it spins a bit in India. Does it? That's great. And, yeah, we may have some trouble playing spin. We also aren't huge fans of 30 times the toxicity levels of oxygen. So forgive me if we go a little bit fucking batty and start sweeping. That was so ridiculous that it would seem that you'd have to be a little bit fucking... The only explanation is that they were cracked.
I think they were high.
Yeah.
What other explanation can you provide me for what happened yesterday? The 91 minutes or whatever it was of absolute fucking carnage, where we clearly, Tom, lost our minds.
Yeah. No, we lost our minds.
We lost our fucking collective minds.
lost the marbles.
Jadeja, dude, was laughing.
Dude,
going, this is fucking absurd.
Yeah.
He was literally said in the post-match press conference after he took a 7-for, he goes, you don't sweep in these conditions. You don't sweep here. What in God's name are you thinking? You do not sweep in these conditions. And when we go over there and sweep 10% of the time in those conditions, we're an Indian fucking all-rounder. If you see his stats, averages 47.
No, he's an all-rounder.
47 since 2017.
He's a weapon.
Weapon.
So is Ashwin.
Weapon. He's like, bro, you don't sweep here. And yet we go out, No one in the side a noted sweeper.
Just Broome City.
Fucking brooming it up.
Yeah.
Brooming it up.
Brooming it up. It was
Mark
fucking
Waugh was
disgraceful.
about to have a fucking on-air tantrum.
Yeah, see, look, probably the thing that I was most disappointed about was missing Mark Waugh essentially melting on air.
He was like, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life.
AB was fucking fuming as well. Pat Cummins didn't bowl himself at all in the second innings, and AB was like, what, you're the best fucking fast bowler in the world. Why the fuck weren't you bowling?
Did you see the fields they set as well? All the boys on the boundary. It's like, you can't, what are we doing here? Like,
That's T20 shit.
Like, do you wanna,
when I say T20, I mean Thick Ropes County.
But like,
T20.
do you want to win? Like, are you going to have a crack at winning? You're going to have a fucking crack.
Try and defend 113.
Crowd the bat. Crowd the bat.
You got to try.
What are you going to, all you're doing by putting men on the boundary is just,
Conceding
maybe we'll
defeat.
get there a bit slower.
Yes, yeah.
Maybe we'll get there a bit slower.
Let's slow this fucking death down.
Let's stay in the smog longer.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the smog, dude.
Dude, it's the smog.
I've been watching The Last of Us. Great fucking TV show.
We went to start it last night, but some unexpected shit happened.
But maybe the smog gets into your mind, starts to control you, wants you out there longer, needs you.
Oh, we think that this... Okay, so do you think the smog's maybe...
I don't know what's going on.
I know you don't know, but I mean, this is the place to explore ideas, Eddie.
The smog...
Controversial ideas.
Listen, it's Indian smog, so we know it's fucking... It's playing for India.
Oh, the smog's definitely pro-India.
We know it's pro-India, so then it gets them out cheaply for fuck all, making them play reverse and sweep shots. And then when we're bowling, it goes, head out to the boundary, boys. Let's fucking choke you up a bit longer.
So this is like brainworm sort of stuff.
Brainworm sort of stuff. Or fungus.
Whatever. If I haven't seen Last of Us, but I get it.
You can't tell me, Tom, that smog wasn't playing for India yesterday.
Well, it was the 12th man. Comfortably the 12th man.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to him. Indian smog. Now, smog obviously not fun if you're living in it.
No.
Can't imagine what that'd be like.
Spare a thought for those living
in it.
The Delhi smog.
But also spare a thought for us because we had to witness that shit.
Is there... Listen, this may sound ridiculous, but is there a world where you can get like some sort of discreet apparatus? I'm not talking about a big fucking tank on your back. Something more discreet you can play cricket in, Tom. We head up to the mountains. We head down south. We head out bush, out west. Get some good, honest Australian oxygen. Feed it to the boys during the fucking test match.
Well, how do you do that? They wear tanks on the back?
Do you I understand that tank's probably the way to go, but can you get lightweight, versatile sort of...
Have you seen those ones?
Like a loose membrane tank? Do they need to be hard and metallic?
Have you seen those ones? This is not an ad for Grey Goose, but have you seen those ones with the oxygen tanks where it's like you can go like snorkeling underwater and it's just like one, like you put it like your mouthpiece on there, it's just a little oxygen tank that... Could they be out in the field with those in their mouths?
We're there. See, I was looking for a solution.
And then I found it.
And you found one.
Thank you to Grey Goose, not an ad.
It's not an ad for Grey Goose.
We haven't opened it.
This was impromptu. Yeah, we haven't even opened
We
it.
haven't even opened it.
Although I did like it. But not an ad.
Not an ad. I feel like one. So at 10 a.m.
Yes.
Yeah, that one. That one there. I don't want them to have to put anything on their back. I just want it to be straight into the mouth.
Look, you're just sucking on good, honest, pure Australian oxygen.
Is there more? Is there a country
And
in
it's
the world,
also
though?
it's still an opportunity, Tom. It's a nice opportunity for some more sponsorship.
Well, that's a great point. Obviously, it's at a Skorkel,
What?
probably not the greatest name. I think we probably look to buy out who at Skorkel.
Does that say why the small scuba tank is a scam? Right, so maybe it's bullshit. Let's assume it's real.
Oh, speaking of bullshit, we've got our ab thingos over there. We should be putting them on at some point.
Let's put them on.
Like right now? Yeah?
Yeah, we probably should.
We probably should put them on. I'm just going to pause quickly, punters and dribblers, to get our ab machines on. If you can just hold there for a second. Punters and dribblers, we are brought to you by the number one betting app on planet Earth, and that is Ned's. Now, with the Rugby League just around the corner, the trial's over.
It's about getting primed.
It's about getting primed. We're weeks away, a week away, technically.
Well, it's about 10 days.
It's about 10 days away until Rugby League kicks off.
So the punter and the dribbler have 10 days to get their affairs in order, Tom.
Yes.
You have 10 days, if you don't have an Eds account, to get your affairs in order.
If you gamble.
If you gamble. Because if you're going to start the Rugby League season without an Eds account, then quite frankly, you're doing it all wrong.
If you don't have an Neds account and you do enjoy a punt,
A flutter.
here or there, a flutter, then Neds is where you go. And we're very horny for it in 2023 with the Rugby League just around the corner. Obviously, though, if you do have any issues with gambling, then please seek assistance. We always say gamble responsibly. The number to call if you do need help is 1-800-858-858.
Correct.
Shout out to Smart Fitness, Eddie. This is just about being smart.
Always.
It's about being smart.
Well, it's about being... have you ever heard the saying, work smarter, not harder?
Yeah, I have heard that.
Well...
Instruction manual, intelligent fitness apparatus. Dude, we're just trying to be smart here. Oh, this thing looks pretty legit.
Dude, this looks really legit.
What's this bottle for?
I didn't even get one.
I wonder if that's like spray this, like, are we going to be sweating in it? Do we have
What's
to
this?
charge this thing? I don't know if it's battery, Toby.
Yeah, I think we do.
Probably should have looked at this.
This is thrilling podcasting.
Well, if you're just listening to it, it's probably not. And if you're just watching it, it also probably isn't. So either way, it's not great, but I don't know what that fucking bottle's for.
Yeah, we're going to have to...
Charge them?
I don't even know where you plug them in.
What we're going to do here, punters and dribblers, is give these to... Oh, so you charge that?
Yep.
And then you whack it on the front here.
Yep.
Yeah, all right. We'll just give these to Tobler or to Dior, and we get them to charge these bastards up. And then while they're charging, Eddie, what we do is get back to our job.
Yeah.
Which
That
is
sounds pretty good to me.
talking about Delhi smog.
Now, where to from here, Tom?
I mean, yeah, to be honest, Eddie, it's a bit of a fuck it.
Listen.
For me, I'm like, fuck it, whatever, dude. You gave us a weird sniff, like you made us feel like there was a chance there, and then you shit down our throats.
Oh, they do? Charge them up so
Charge
I
them
can...
up so
we'll
we
come
can-
back to them in
a little bit.
Half an hour or something.
Oh, they got some shot. Okay. Well, okay,
Ooh.
good.
Jesus, this is going to be uncomfortable.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, they
wanted
did
to-
a bit of a Josh Masood to us. They slit our throats and shit down our necks.
Yeah.
Not the
No.
Indians, the Australian team.
Yeah, other way around, but you're right. Look, I've got a couple of fucking queries, Tom. Queries are this. Why is it that we don't seem to ever get these fucking tours right? Now, let's assume that the smog didn't play as big a role as we know it did. Like, your spin camp that you had in North Sydney, right? And then you getting some spinner into the nets to bowl to you for 5 days before the first test, knocking back warm-up matches and shit because you thought you got your preparation cherry ripe. It all makes you look a little bit fucking stupid now, doesn't it?
we're not good-
We were awful in the first test. Fucking awful.
2.5 days in the first test, 2.5 days in the second test. They won the series in 5 days, in one test.
Is a spin camp in North Sydney what the doctor ordered?
To be honest, Eddie, if I was a spin camp, sounds like something 8-year-olds do on a summer holidays.
In North Sydney, Tom.
But, well, particularly North Sydney, I feel like it's just that makes
Wouldn't you
perfect sense.
Wouldn't you have your spin camp in the subcontinent?
You would have thought so. Yeah, I would have. That's where I would have.
Don't you think you'd go over there and maybe have a warm up game?
It's like, hey, do you want to go to do some swimming lessons out in Burke? No pools. We're just going to get you to bloody try to do some freestyle on the dirt.
Yeah. No, it's all about technique.
Yes.
There'll be no water involved.
No. We're just going to get your technique right.
It's all about technique. Let's get your technique right. Does
We'll
that
try
sound-
and have like, but what we'll do is we'll hose you as you do it.
Yeah, no, you'll be wet. Tom, you'll be wet.
We're not stupid.
You just won't be swimming.
You won't be, and there'll be no chance of drowning.
So what we're going to do as well is in our spin camp is instead of, maybe warming up on turning decks, we're going to use a hard, fast bouncy deck.
We're actually going to bring a drop-in pitch from like one of the old Wacker ground. You know, we're going to remove the pitch from the Wacker and we're going to bring it over to North Sydney. And we'll do some spin training on that, and we'll get Mitchell Johnson to bowl to you.
And what we're going to do is, as well, is we're going to get you to practice the most high-risk shot in cricket.
Well, you're only sweeping. You're actually going to play with brooms.
That's it. You're going to play with brooms. And after our 3 or 4 or 5 day, however fucking long the North Sydney spin camp was, we're going to hop on the plane, we're going to India, and that's it.
Yep.
And we'll be cherry ripe.
And we'll turn down any opportunity to practice on any wicket.
No.
Over there.
No, we don't need it, Tom.
Fuck that.
Why the fuck would we warm up in India? Why would we do that? It's not like the conditions are that fine.
Yeah, we'll pass, thanks.
No thanks, not for us. Not
Appreciate
for
the
us.
offer, but
No, we're cool.
fuck off.
We're cool. So that approach, punters and dribblers, means that we have now lost the series.
Bought a Gavaskar trophy.
The Border Gavaskar Trophy stays with our Indian
Has it?
counterparts.
They've had it now the last 3. They've
had
beaten
it
us
for a
twice in Australia, and then did we beat them in Australia beforehand? I don't know, but we can't play in India. I will say this, in defence of our broomsmen.
So they've got it. They've had it for 4 series.
Great. In defence of our broomsmen, I don't know that there is any place on planet Earth from a cricketing context where the side enhances their conditions as much for victory. Like, we have fast, bouncy wickets, but like...
Isn't that the same thing?
Yes, it is, but I don't think we manufacture them as much. Like, we have some absolute horse shit pitches in Australia sometimes. Like, the SCG ain't fucking great. Melbourne's been pure shit a bunch of times over the last few years.
Yeah, it's got better, but
It's got better, but like
Sydney's
we only
been
have
fucking
one
awful.
where it's really fast and bouncy.
The Gabba's doctored. The Wackers was
Not hectically. It doesn't feel
as
like
in
it.
like but it's built for purpose, right?
Could you we could make more spinning decks here though. I don't entirely understand why we don't do that.
Well,
I
the
just don't
SCG used to be a real turn.
Yeah, I don't understand.
And now it doesn't. Now
I
it's
just don't
just shit.
understand why you don't do that though. Like, I don't understand why you don't do it.
I don't know enough about it, but what I don't understand, right, is if the SCG used to be a turning deck, right, back in the day, and now it doesn't really do anything at all.
No.
Why is that? Why did you go away from that? What's that about? I'd like to sit down with the groundskeeper and go, what is possible?
Do we try and get a pitch doctor on?
What is legitimately possible? Is the soil and the clay and all that shit different in India, and you can't mimic it here? Is that what it is? Why haven't
Can't we bring in Indian
soil?
Manufacture it here. Or you start it. You bring it over and then
And you grow the soil.
like how they used to do, or they currently do with foreskins for burn victims.
Foreskins?
Apparently. Dior's about to...
Foreskins?
The fori from the penis
Yes.
can be used to grow either 1 or 4 football fields of skin for burns victims.
Fories.
Do your own research on that.
So they lay foreskins out and it will...
I don't know if they necessarily if you were to donate, or if we were to donate, I wouldn't want you to do it if I wasn't going to do it, and we both still are proud owners of our foreskins. I don't think that they necessarily go, okay, thank you for that, let's stretch that out now and just lay them down like a patchwork quilt.
And then let them grow.
And then let
with
them
a bit of water
with
and
a bit
sun.
of water and sun. Yeah. No, I don't think it's that straightforward. But I think you can grow it in the lab.
Do they take the cells from the fory, or does your fory become a mega fory?
No, dude, it becomes one of the great fories all time. In some cases, we can get 4 football fields of skin out of one baby foreskin. Imagine what they get out of ours.
Oh my God.
Dr. James Maguire, head of wound management at the Foot and Ankle Institute. Seems like that's incongruous with the foreskin thing, foot and ankle, but whatever.
Well, this article was about someone who, I think through diabetes, had kind of lost some skin on their foot and needed a skin graft. And so in order to get that skin, they grew it using foreskin.
If taken care of, skin can grow and grow and grow. So fories, maybe
If you had a giant, this is crass, but I'm going to say
well,
it.
we're here.
If you had a giant foreskin, right?
Yeah, like an elephant's trunk.
Like an elephant's trunk. Could you play a cherry with that?
Wait a minute. As in you use it as a bat? Well, they're not
second
hard.
bat.
Well, they're soft. 40s are soft, dude. No, you can't. Now, they're soft enough that maybe you could catch a cherry. Like, do you have your 40 in the slips?
Yeah. Under the
Eyeball,
high one.
under the eyeball.
Remember you used to, in the backyard, fucking in the school ground, you used to use your hat.
Yes, dude. It's like a floppy hat.
Yeah, like a floppy hat, but you just sacks out. You'd never drop a cherry
No,
again.
you wouldn't. You wouldn't. The PL would take a pounding, though, wouldn't it?
So how would this work scientifically? And I'm not expecting you to have the answers, but Dior may. Would we be removing the foreskins from the side, growing them, and then reattaching them?
No, I don't think the foreskin can be reattached, unfortunately. And were you talking about with our cricket side?
Yeah.
No, because I think we kind of went away from cricket here. There was something we were talking about, and then foreskins came into it. Oh, we were talking about with the pitch.
With the pitch?
Yeah. So we were
No, we're still talking about cricket.
Yeah.
We
I mean
haven't
is-
left cricket.
No. We are still talking cricket here. What I'm saying is, though, we were talking about bringing over Indigenous Indian soils that are spin friendly,
Yes.
and
But
growing them out here, a la the foreskin. Growing.
Yeah, I understand that, Tom, but what happened in that journey is we came up with a groundbreaking idea.
Well, what is that?
Removing foreskins, growing them in the lab, reattaching them and using them as...
Yeah. Sorry. Well, I mean, listen, yes, but I don't think fielding's a big problem right now for the Australian side. Now, it's always good to have in your back
But
pocket.
if you wouldn't need to train for it anymore. You know what I mean? Focus on batting.
You just run around with essentially a bucket in the outfield. I don't hate the idea.
No.
I
didn't think
would
you
like to know, though. Well, I don't think, though, you can reattach a foreskin. That would be my thing.
Why? You just sew it on.
That's true. You would just sew it on. It's delicate.
It's not overly delicate work.
I mean, the foreskin's delicate. Although I guess it's quite robust, isn't it?
Yeah, but...
Is it the stretchiest skin on your body?
Well, that or the weenus.
This bit?
Probably the weenus.
That's pretty fucking...
The weenus goes all day.
Weenus does go all day. That thing
You
gets
can
into its work.
reattach your foreskin or
Told ya.
regrow it.
Regrow it. That's what I was thinking, right? If you had an elephant's trunk for a 4E, just start nipping off little bits of it, donating, obviously, to Skin Graft Australia, whatever the fuck it's called, and then just letting it heal and then grow and grow and grow.
It says a person may be able to achieve this, as in regrow foreskin, by using tape, attaching weights to the skin, balloons, or manually stretching the skin using their hands to create tension.
Okay.
Over time, the skin stretches and may be able to cover the entirety.
Okay, that's too
glands.
much. That sounds like
too
we'll
much.
look back on those methods in 100 years and go, they were barbarians.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now, David, I don't want to put you on the spot on this podcast, so forgive me in advance, but you are of the Jewish faith. You are a man of the Jewish faith. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And part of that Jewish faith, if I am correct, is the removal of foreskins. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So I would assume then that you are without foreskin.
You would assume correctly.
Do you know whether that foreskin was donated to a foreskin charity?
I don't know. There are lots of rumors that go around that there's like trees around the local synagogue where they bury the foreskins and stuff. There's like little tales you get told as kids about what they do with them. And there's also like you get threatened by like, and it's more of like a dad joke than anything else, but it's like, oh, if you marry a non-Jewish person and you convert, they have to sew your foreskin back on. You convert out of Judaism.
Which you're going to have to now dig up from under this apple tree outside of the synagogue. So you don't, there's not like a tradition of like, this is what you do with the 4E when it's done.
Not that I know of. I'll try find out.
Well, mate, I would expect you'd be I wouldn't have expected you needed to Dior that one.
I was quite young when it happened. And
No, but I mean, like, it might be a cultural thing that you know of. Where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, we all, maybe you save it. Some people save their 4Es.
Yeah,
it
they
does
keep
say
them in a jar.
most is tossed as biological waste.
That's fair. I think that's fair. Well, I think we should start donating them. The Jewish faith could single-handedly...
I believe Gaylord Focker's parents kept his foreskin.
Meet the Fockers.
I believe his parents kept
Kept
his
the
foreskin.
4E. Some people keep as well, like the umbilical cord. It's all pretty fucking...
It's all pretty fucked. What we're saying around about way, punters and dribblers, is we've lost the series.
We've lost a series. And...
Now, technically, we can draw the series, but the trophy's been lost.
Yeah, and for us to be guaranteed Test Championship status, we just need to fucking even draw one of these pieces of shit.
So we can, if we draw or win, we're guaranteed, most likely to play India. if we were to lose 4-0, which based on what we've seen so far seems highly fucking likely.
Yes.
And Sri Lanka beat New Zealand 2-0 away in New Zealand, which
is also unlikely.
Then we would fall out.
Yeah. So hopefully Sri Lanka don't fuck, or hopefully New Zealand don't tank those dogs. Also half Kiwi.
They don't have tank in them.
No, they don't. Well,
have
us
tank.
Kiwis don't have tank.
No, we
in
don't
us.
have tank in us. We don't have tank in us. They don't have tank in them. But it was a disappointing Sunday for all involved, Thomas. It's funny with cricket, right? Like, I've been excited for this series for quite some time, and then it comes and it's gone. 6 days, it's all over. See you later.
Yeah, it's because we're no good in India. It's just the way it is. India's impossible, and we don't seem to give a fuck about preparing for it. So, what are you going to do?
If you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail, Tom.
Sorry, a wise man once said, and that wise man was Eddie 5 seconds ago.
Should we move on?
I think we should. Shout out to Dave Warner. Maybe his last test as well.
Also, Travis Head did pretty well.
Well, dude, while we're on it, Travis Head, he came back. He looked all right. Again, like, you can't be too horny about anything you see, but he looked all right. What I would say is this. Our coach, Andrew McDonald, of virtually invisible fame, when compared to JL of front and centre fame, his fucking quote last week about why they dropped Head was one of the great, like, fucking political responses I think that I've ever seen. Should I get it?
I think you should read it out.
I'll go and find it.
And
Give me
read it
2
out
seconds.
slowly.
I will, because it's actually
Because it doesn't make sense.
very fucking difficult to understand.
It's extremely fucking difficult to understand. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Okay. When asked about Travis Head's omission from the first test, we valued others' skill sets in those extreme conditions. The hindsight is that those people that you will compare the competition for place around didn't perform the way we'd probably expected. Can you just say you fucked it up? Like, you got it wrong? Just be like, oh, we fucked up. We fucked up.
You fucked up. I tell you who'd be fucking Devo. Poor old Ashton Agar. When he was like, you know what? We're actually going to fly another guy in.
Dude,
Koeman,
no,
that
apparently
no one's ever heard of.
Apparently, Ashton's like, I'm not ready. I can't. But like, he's not want. He's
He's saying I'm not ready.
something like, yeah, I'm not feeling.
He's got the yips.
Dude, I'm like, why the fuck is he even there? I also want to know this: cricket, like real cricket nuffies, experts who aren't just dominant on Sundays in Thick Ropes County cricket, last man stands. Why don't we like? I know Schweppes went back for a baby. Like, do we not have another leggy that we could use? Like, why is it all offies?
We mustn't have any.
Well, fucking Zampa's been having a red hot crack. I don't know if it's been good or not, but like,
Zampa seems allergic to the Red Bull.
yeah, I know. But in those Indian conditions,
We can't turn it.
but I'm saying he can't turn it. But if he was ever going to turn it,
But I think probably the reality is that he can't.
I just can't get past that quote from.
It doesn't make any sense from Andrew McDonald. That sounds like a bloke who is in a bit of is a quagmire the right word?
I don't know what it is. He's just, it's a real full of shit response.
Yeah, you're talking shit.
You know what I mean? Like,
You're
when you
talking
see that
shit.
response, it's like you're just coming across like you're full of shit. Just acknowledge when you got it wrong. Just go, listen, we fucked it up.
You read that.
He should have been in there.
You read that and you go, are you a politician, mate? Are you a politician?
Yeah.
Because you sound like one.
Which are you, Liberal or Labor?
Put your hand up, mate, and admit that you fucked it. Travis Head, fourth best batter on the fucking planet. Should have got a run. Let's admit it.
Let's just call it as we see it.
Renshaw, no good. Hanscom, duck in the second innings. What did he get in the first innings? 72. He was good, actually. But, like, what are we fucking doing here, boys? What in God's name are we doing? Just admit that you might have got it wrong. That's all we're asking
That's
for.
all we're saying.
Admit you might have got it wrong, and we can all move on. We can all move on. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world.
Not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world, but I think
The world's not ending.
It's not the world hasn't ended. The world hasn't ended. Although if you go down a fucking deep enough AI rabbit hole on the weekend, Tom, like I did, then maybe you think it is about to. But that's for Thursdays.
That's for Thursday's Punters Dribblers. We're not going to get into an AI rabbit hole here, but apparently the world is coming to an end. Peter Hanscom getting into his work. Like, what? Khawaja at least first innings. Like, we could bat in the first innings, dude.
Oh, we could bat.
Hanscom, you know what? Like,
We could bat late day too as well.
Yeah, we could.
We knew what we were doing.
We're getting into our duck work, aren't we? How many ducks we fucking had this series? Five
Did
this
you
game.
see
That's
Smudge?
six
You see
in this
Smudge
game.
in the second innings when he swept
Yeah.
poorly, and then was like shocked that he was out. I'm like, Smudge, up you get and off you get.
Yeah.
Up you get and off you get.
Yeah.
You look ridiculous.
Wait, let's burn the review though, and then get off. let's burn the review though, and then we'll get off.
Like he looks absolutely shocked that he was given.
What the fuck?
Plum in front.
Bruh, you swept and got smacked on the pads. So let's get off. You were right in front.
There was
Let's
something
blow
I
up
just
on the
read.
shock.
Smith has played almost 1,600 balls in Test cricket in India, scoring 730 runs, averaging 52. In those balls, he swept 18 times. On this tour so far, in 178 balls, he hadn't played a single sweep. And then off his 179th ball, he swept and he got out.
You shocked, Smudge?
Are you shocked?
I'm not. And obviously,
Whoever ran that North Sydney
spin
camp, I'm sorry,
gulag.
Gulag for you, bruh.
Send you the hay.
Gulag for you.
Gulag.
Gulag for you. Whoever the fuck you are, you're an idiot.
And I want to follow this up with whoever's bright idea it was to just sweep all day
You know what I reckon
should
happened?
be shot. Not to death, but just shot.
You know when you were younger, Tom?
In the foot, maybe.
You know when you were younger and in the lead up to holidays, they'd run like, cricket camp, come down, and you'd have to call up and fucking...
I went to a circus camp once. Learned to walk on stilts, riding unicycle.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, dude, I was furious at my mum for sending me there.
Oh, fuck off.
No, as in-
you would have loved it, mate.
Once I was there, I did enjoy it. But like when your mum comes into your bedroom,
Did
and
you go by
goes-
yourself?
So there was like a bunch of things you could do. I'm pretty sure my brother did something else, but it was like, we're sending you to this thing. Here are your options. And I'm like, these options. It was like pottery and shit and like something else. And I'm like, well, obviously I'm going to clown college then.
Did you tell your mates? Were you too embarrassed?
Mate, I think by the end of it, I was pretty fucking pumped about walking on stilts. So I don't think I'm not ashamed of it, right? I don't think anyone who's been to clown college, clowns generally, whether you're still a clown, have been a clown, looking to get into the clown game, I don't think you need to be ashamed of it. But like, I wouldn't be pulling it out on a date.
Did anyone go on to bigger and better things, you know?
Shit,
Like Circus du Soleil or anything?
Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil.
Listen, I haven't kept an eye on the circuit, the circus circuit, like one might have hoped, or like I did probably really soon after my clown college days.
Did anyone there like have what it took, do you think?
Shit, man, some did. Like some people could juggle and ride a unicycle. I could just ride a unicycle, or I could just walk on stilts.
What was your
Or I
clown?
could just
What was your
juggle.
clown name?
Don't think I had one, which is good because I'm like we didn't get to. That's low. I'm already on the back foot, having been a clown technically, or at least trained to be a clown. I don't think I ever got my official certificate.
You didn't get your clown license?
I didn't get my nose.
You didn't get your nose.
No, I didn't get my
damn it.
nose. Didn't get my nose. Anyway, I think that's for cricket. Punters and Dribblers, when we talk rugby league on the show, you know it is thanks to our good friends at KO. Now, there's a big weekend of trials that have just wrapped up. The season just around the corner. And if you like us and you like your rugby league, if you're Australian and you like rugby league, if you call yourself a rugby league fan and you don't have KO, then what you are is a fraud and a liar, because 98%, do the maths there, not entirely correct, but 98% of all rugby league games are exclusive to KO or Fox League generally in 2023. So if you are a rugby league fan and you don't have KO, it means that you're not going to be able to see most of the games, which means that you can't call yourself a rugby league fan, which also means that you're a coward and a fraud because you say you're a rugby league fan when really you're not.
Well, you know, you're a coward and a fraud and you're talking shit, and people that talk shit get hit.
Now,
I was having a look before, but I missed when you were, I got it too late when you had moved on from birthdays, but it is Daly Cherry Evans' birthday today.
Happy birthday to Daly Cherry Evans. Can we take a moment to wish our very good friend Daly Cherry Evans a happy birthday to... Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Premiership winning number 7 Daly Cherry Evans. And Queensland captain. Happy birthday to you. Hooray. 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 Now, is Daly what, 33, 34?
I was born in 1989, so that would be
30 fucking 34. Get 'em old.
Are you 34 this year?
It's not about me, it's about Daly Cherry Evans. Congratulations. Happy birthday, skipper of the side. Does dovetail nicely into the fact that, I want to say this, preseason doesn't matter, but the first ever preseason challenge, whatever the fuck it's called, with $100,000 on the line, we won. So whatever, congratulations, we won. Does it mean anything? No, but it doesn't mean nothing because we won it. I'm not standing O's.
Listen, there wasn't a side on the weekend or the weekend before that went out there trying to lose. Everyone was trying to win.
Great point.
Games of rugby league football.
Yep.
That's a fact.
Yep.
Some teams were stronger than others. We didn't have our fucking skipper and the best player in the competition playing, and we still won. Now,
we were up 20-0 against those losers, the Roosters.
I think we were up 28-0.
No. 20. No, it was 20-0.
Yeah, it was 28-0.
It was
26, I think. 26-0.
Holy dick skin.
26-0 because of the penalty at the end.
And then we just put the cue in the rack and let them score a couple of tries.
26-0. Now, I'm not saying that the preseason means anything because it doesn't.
No.
But what does mean something is everyone was trying and we were the best of everyone that was trying.
We were just the best at trying to win.
And we got $100,000 for our fucking troubles. Now, if you watched the game on Friday night like Tom and I did, shout out to KO for having us.
And to Scope for joining us.
We were so clearly fucking way better than the Roosters. It was scary.
That kid, KO Weeks, not an ad for KO, is fucking, he's a footballer, dude.
KO Weeks had his hot little hands on everything.
Now, we
was setting up tries.
We responsibly were on him to score because we were doing a live stream for KO, thought the synergy was good. He almost scored about 50 fucking times. And because he's a selfless elite footballer, 3 try assists.
3 try assists, 1 line break assist, 1 line break, 130 metres, 11 runs. 3 try assists, punters and dribblers.
So
3.
5 tackle breaks.
5 tackle breaks. When I was watching him
It's like 19, 20.
Watching him on Friday, I said to myself, Tom, this kid's going to be a rugby league handful.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be an absolute rugby league handful. Sporting, may I say, one of the more tasteful ratties I've ever seen.
Oh, it tastes great, dude.
It's a tasteful ratty.
It's full of taste.
Chock-a-block, full of taste.
It's all taste.
It's all taste. It's tasty cheddar, baby.
Yeah.
That's a tasty rat's tail. Tasty, tasty, tasty.
We've got a few ratties in our side.
Yeah, we do, bro.
Stubby Cooler Can of Cola got a nice little ratty.
Kid can play too.
I'd like for the NRL to get a photo of fucking Cooper Johns there, please.
Yeah,
That's
that
pretty
seems-
disrespectful. Cooper, I'm liking the look of Cooper. Cooper had some very nice touches.
Cooper was playing with time, Tom. Cooper was playing with time. Love to see it.
My new favourite player is Gordon Chan Kum Tong.
Chan Kum Tong
CKT.
in the top 30, apparently. Shout out to Rugby League Guru.
Yeah, he is.
Great information. Love that.
Dude, CKT's the man. And it's got, and like, I fucked up his name a lot on
Chan
Friday night.
Kum Tong.
Yeah.
Fucking oath.
Dude,
He's
nuggety
he was
little fucker, that guy.
proactive.
Proactive. Dude.
Proactive,
Not
bro.
the shit you put on your skin either.
No. He wasn't playing reactive rugby league football. He was playing proactive
Yeah.
footy.
And he wasn't trying to get rid of acne on teens.
No, he wasn't.
He was trying to set up tries for his club.
Correct. Big difference.
Well, it's fucking worlds apart, really.
Worlds apart. One's an acne medication, and one's a footballer with a great name trying to win games of footy for his club.
Great club. Completely different situations.
Not the same thing.
No.
Not the same thing at all. Josh Schuster looks good.
Looked
Ruben
great.
Garrick looked unbelievable.
Well, Ruben basically got 12 tries, a couple taken off him. That was bullshit.
Jake worked his ass off.
Bloody oath he did.
Paseka looked good.
Dude, Kelma Tuolangi, dude.
Tuolangi. Kelma is a hot, young thing.
Yeah, dude, Kelma. Again,
I
let's
tell you
put
what,
some
dude.
respect on his fucking name and get a photo in there. We were there when we got these photos. Get his photo up.
Hamole, Kelma. Boom.
And you would assume when the season comes back, Jake maybe moves to 13 or...
Jake, I think, plays in the 13, Tom.
But I didn't mind Jake up front.
I don't like... Mate, he's always done good work up front, always. Just sets the tone.
And that's what he's picked. He's up the front in Origin.
Yeah.
For Shire.
Yeah, that's right. He sets the tone.
He rips.
Dribblers, and you need a tone setter.
You do.
Again, it's only a trial. We're not getting ahead of ourselves.
No.
We're not giving standing ovations at halftime like other clubs. What we are doing, though, is reminding the rest of the league that when everyone was trying in a preseason tournament, we won. That's all we're saying.
We were the best at trying.
We were the best at trying. And Kelma Tuolangi, what a buy.
Yeah, real good buy. Scroll down a bit more there, Dave. Just seeing if there was anyone else that really got me dick tingling.
Ethan Bullymore went all right.
Well, the Bull.
Sean Kepi did a job.
Did a job. It was nice to see two descendants of immortals play, like Cooper.
Well, Cooper passed to Zach, didn't he? Or
Zach played the ball to Cooper.
That's
Cooper,
right.
one of them.
Yeah.
We were saying this on the live stream with KO, that why anyone hasn't drained the blood of these young gentlemen, not to the point of it killing them.
Well, you can. I think you can take. What, a litre or 2 litres every 4 weeks, Tom?
Yeah. Well, so if we take that, let's say 2 litres from each, you now have 4 litres.
Yes, you do.
I would then be selling off those, like putting it in vials.
Yep.
And selling that off as immortal blood. Like you put that around your neck, you give that as a gift, a Valentine's Day present. You
wouldn't drink
for good
it?
luck. You could, Eddie. I wouldn't personally, but you could. Maybe I would. I don't know.
Are you telling me you would pass on the opportunity to have immortal blood?
Maybe I would just have to
within you.
I'd have to microdose on it because you don't want to waste it.
I don't think I'd drink it. I think I'd get it put back in.
Oh, so is that like a blood type issue, or can you have a certain amount of blood that's not yours just put in?
Well, that happens all the time.
Yeah, but you got to have the same blood type, buddy.
Sure, but I think I'm the one that can take everyone else's.
Or do you think? I
think I'm an O positive or whatever. Like,
do you think immortal blood
I'm a universal guy, but it's immortal blood.
Immortal blood anyone can take.
Anyone can take it.
Now, this actually, before we keep going, it brings me to a point that I'm reminded to get to. Now, when we were in Western Australia, Will Schofield, former West Coast Eagle, won a premiership, host of the Backchat podcast. His brother has a rare form of cancer where, you need like blood donations. I don't exactly know. I can't remember what the cancer was. Forgive me there. But I've never donated blood. And he was like asking us about it. And he was like, you need to donate fucking blood. I made a promise that I would. There's a blood donation in Bondi currently, funnily enough. But I just wanted to shout out the his brother's charity. So it's Team Long Live Jace Nelson. So if you go to the Backchat podcast Instagram page and then their link in bio, you'll be able to go there. If you want to do that, donate some money, donate some blood. I'm going to be doing it. Never done it. Will do it. The reason I haven't.
I'll also be doing it.
The reason I haven't done it was because when I did go to do it once, they asked, have you smoking any marijuana or something? There was something to do with have you had any drugs, for lack of a better term, before? And I was like, recently. And I was like, well, yes, I have. They're like, you can't do it for a certain amount of time beforehand. So I got to go and read up on that and make sure that's even a thing. Because if it is, I've probably got a couple of weeks to wait again.
Yeah, I don't know, because I've donated a few times and they never asked me that. They ask if you've injected any drugs.
Yeah, it's
or
all about
like
that.
Yeah,
I've never seen that question before.
Yeah.
Well, good. That's good to know because it's going to save me a lot of fucking abstinence, if you know what I'm saying.
Not really.
Well, it means that I don't have to go.
I don't get. No,
you don't.
I'm not following.
You're not following.
No.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, we'll just leave it there. Team Long Live Jace Nelson. It's a link tree in the Backchat podcast Instagram page. will be donating blood. Not to be confused with Immortal Blood, which we are also calling on Zach Fulton and Cooper Johns to donate so that we can put in vials and drink.
Correct. Now, is that uncouth behaviour?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, because once you got Immortal Blood in you, anything's possible.
Yep.
Anything's possible.
Yep.
Shout out to the Manly Seagulls. Shout out to Coach Anthony Siebes.
I mean, Tony Siebes.
Tony Siebes, who
King
he's
of
off
the
to.
rebrand.
Well, he's undefeated.
Undefeated.
He's undefeated.
Good start.
He's undefeated. I tell you what.
Week after this footy starts, right?
So
Yeah,
this is
not
a week
this
off.
weekend.
This is a week off.
Yep.
Thursday week. Round 1, Manly at home. Bulldogs, Saturday afternoon.
3 p.m. We'll be there on
We'll
the
be
hill.
there on the
Ribbon
hill.
Year of the Bird.
Ribbon
Year of the Bird. Can we just go to the other trial games, please, David?
Yep.
The king of the trial's got to win, Tom.
The Tigers.
The king of the trial's got to win.
Yeah.
There
was some standing O's there. While we talk, I want to put this on.
We're putting on
our ab.
our ab stimulators.
Now, this is meant
How does this even turn on? What mode do you put it on?
Just get a feel for it.
I don't want to go too hard. Oh, fuck, we're upside down.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, what the
Tingles
fuck?
the fingers.
No, dude, is it bad?
Gives you a fucking electric shock.
What's the
Yeah.
point of it? Like, is it meant to get me to breathe in, or can we maybe just get the
Dude,
camera
this
up on
is
us?
fucking etched,
Stand up
bro.
and put it on. I also got sunburnt yesterday, just in case anyone's wondering.
Not happy about this at all.
I didn't realise it was that hard, dude. I'm fucking nervous.
Oh my god.
How do I turn it on? What do I press?
These are fucked. I'm wigging out, bro.
Oh, shit, dude. It's starting to come through already. Okay, I see it. Yeah, I know. Oh, dude. Okay. Dude, okay. Oh, fuck. How high are you on? You're on 1, Callum.
One. It's not going up.
Ooh, 3 doesn't joke.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's just banging ya.
Yeah.
Oh!
4's... Oh, dude, 4's... Oh, it pulses. Oh, bro.
Oh! Yeah. Oh! Four's fucked. Oh!
Go 5,
I
pussy.
can't.
Go 5, you bitch. Oh!
Nah.
Oh, dude, 5's hectic.
These
oh, bro. Oh,
These are
dude, I'm
fucked.
getting abs. Oh, dude. Okay, am I going 6? Oh, you get used to 5 a little bit. You don't get
I'm
that.
not getting used to it at all, bro.
Oh, 6. I'm going 6. Oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, dude. This might get me abs. This is fucking... Dude, go 6, you pussy. Do I go...
7!
8.
I need a break.
Fuck.
I need a breather.
Oh.
I need a breather.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Tell you what, 1, I don't even feel 1 now. 8 was... I'm going a little bit. I actually started to enjoy it. Mate, that was fucked. Oh. Oh. I'm 3.
Oh my god.
8 is no joke. 8 fucking was taking me to 10.
Oh my god. That was.
I actually could see myself somehow getting abs from this. Do you know what I mean? Like, I actually feel like my abs hurt.
You can't even feel one now.
No. 1's pussy shit. 4's nice. I can't believe I ever actually cared about 4. Do you know what I'm... Oh. Yeah, dude, I'm getting...
It does pulse too. I'm getting jacked. I'm getting jacked like you wouldn't believe.
We're just in the middle of getting jacked. You're watching 6-packs being built. I might go to 5 while I'm sitting here. Oh, fuck, dude.
There's one that's it's jabbing me in the wrong area.
The problem is, punters, dribblers, is it's not a consistent electric pulse.
No.
It like keeps you guessing.
It keeps you guessing, which is annoying.
Because like right now it's going bup, 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 then it goes. Oh, anyway, I'm gonna do my best to. Gonna do my best here. Eels beat the Knights. Shock horror. Unfortunately, did you see that kid fucking Narborough, Kalen Ponga, with the headgear?
Yeah.
Now, look, apparently, if you pay attention, you know, the kid actually wanted it, loves Kalen, but I think it's way funnier just to let the video speak for itself, and he basically just got Narborough'd by like an 8-year-old Eels fan.
Listen. Kalen's defence at points in the game wasn't great.
No, he missed. Can you check that? Can we go to his, how many tackles did old Kalen miss now in the front line at 5'8"?
I think he might have missed a few. Now, obviously, Tom and I are huge fans of Kalen's
No, we love
work.
Kalen Ponga, but it's just like it. There, you know. Oh my God.
8.
3.
Oh no, 3.
Oh, 3. That's
Well,
not bad at
he
all.
made 11 tackles.
I take it back, Kalen.
No, attempted 11 tackles, missed 3. I thought he missed more than that.
There you go. Someone told, not someone, when we got there, the commentators or someone said he missed a fuckload.
I
Well,
think that was the guys at KO
yeah,
when we got there.
blame them.
We will blame them.
Official apology from Hello Sport to Kalen Ponga. There you go, we had it. But the Eels looked good against the Knights, Mitchell Moses particularly. Dragon Souths.
I got a feeling it's going to be a long year for the Knights.
Yeah, same. I also think it's going to be a long year for the Dragons. The Dragons stink. And I get they scored 24 points against the Rabbitohs. But
No, that scoreline flattered them. I think they were down like almost 30-0 or something.
yeah,
at one point.
the Rabbitohs took some players off, and the Dragons scored some tries, which is pretty much happened with Manly Roosters. Now, trials mean nothing, but this game does because both teams came to play rugby league football. St Helens v Penrith Panthers. Now, you and I always thought Saints were a sniff. We've always been big proponents of the Super League generally, but St Helens more specifically.
Well, you and I always were of the opinion, Tom, a strong opinion, that the Super League, you know, on par just about with the
Just
NRL.
maybe a touch below. You know.
Maybe just a touch below.
I'm pretty sure Guru, who's again come out to take his licks.
40 points, I think
40
he said.
points, he said.
Yeah.
Phil Gould said they should declare the Penrith should be able to declare at half time. What are you on right now, Abs?
3.
Get to 5, baby. Trust me, work with me on 5.
What's off?
Oh, there you go. 3.
It
Oh,
wasn't
I'm on 3. Well, can you feel anything, you fucking pussy?
I couldn't until I looked down.
And to be fair, Saints had this game, like, they were dominant the whole fucking time. Penrith did not look good. I wonder, Penrith, Eddie, and we're not ones for hyperbole here, you and I specifically.
Well, it's not who we are.
Penrith done.
Penrith
Aren't winning the comp this year, bruh.
Listen.
Penrith done. They might not make the
Tom
game.
and I were of the opinion that Api Carousel would be one of the great losses all time. And it shows.
Pair that with the Viliami kick-out. Charlie Staines.
Charlie Staines is a huge
That's
loss.
a huge one. I saw someone tweet that out. That's important.
Charlie Staines a huge
Can't ignore
loss.
that one.
No, you can't.
Forbes Ferrari. Lockjaw.
The Forbes Ferrari, mate. Like, how are you going to win games of footy without the Ford Ferrari running around the fucking park? Why does this thing keep fucking turning off? Maybe mine's low on battery.
I am learning to love this thing, and if all I have to do is wear this to get abs,
That's all you got to do. Are you tensed?
no, it's
Because I'm...
dude, I'm starting to fucking like this thing. Can we also just look into like potential health, negative health?
Yeah, like are
Implications?
these... What are they... Like,
Is this thing like pumping fucking radiation into my liver or something?
listen, would it shock you if it was... Mine keeps
Shock
turning
ya.
off.
It's a pun.
No, it doesn't.
I might sit like this just so everyone can see I'm legit here.
Mine, listen, I don't want to blame the equipment here, but it's not staying on.
Maybe you need to charge it a bit more, bro.
Maybe I do.
But, dude, St Helens have won 4 straight premierships, and then they beat the 2-time premiers in Penrith to take out the World Club Challenge. What I think was cool about this game was seeing...
It's all right. It's back on.
was seeing how emotional St Helens players got after the win. And I wonder whether seeing that emotion, like maybe... Because the World Club Challenge has always been a bit of a care, eh?
Always.
You know, like we haven't really given a fuck.
I haven't.
It's like, unless...
Well, and all
the
the boys would go over there and they'd get on the fucking piss for a couple of weeks and they'd have a bit of a yip and a yahoo and that was it. Pack it up.
But like seeing how much it meant to the Pommies, it'd be kind of cool. I reckon they should get rid of the challenge from the title. They should just call it the World Club Championship or something like that. Make it like prestigious. Challenge.
You don't like the word challenge?
It's not as like prestigious. It should be like the World Club Championship.
Well, I think it was the World Club Championship when they tried to do the like. Remember, they tried to bring out like the top 3 from the Super League.
Yeah.
That was called the World Club Championship.
Fuck that though. Just call it the World Club Championship between the 2 best sides from each comp, and they play one game for glory. That Jack Wellesby kid can play.
Fucking oath he can.
Fullback kid can play. But, I mean, Penrith did a Penrith and basically were like, they got back in the game, they leveled the scores with like a minute to go. Nathan Cleary of clutch as fuck fame.
That was clutch.
That was a tough kick.
Tough kick, mate. Tough kick.
Smoked it.
Absolutely smoked it.
But then poor old Crichton, Stephen Crichton fucking knocked on from like the kickoff of the half or something.
Listen, where we arrive to, punters and dribblers, is with a simple truth. Put a line through the Panthers.
That's it.
They're done.
Put a line through
Now,
them.
people are like, oh, fucking tall poppy syndrome. You only hate them now because they're successful. I'm not saying that.
I don't hate them.
like the Panthers a lot.
Just put a line through them.
It's not about that. It's about looking at recent performances and making a general assumption based on 24 rounds of rugby league football.
Sorry, we're basically just highly functioning computers and we are consuming data.
Yeah, data.
Analysing data.
Data and numbers.
And then spewing out the results.
Spewing out facts, Tom.
Line through Penrith.
Line through Penrith. One made the top 4.
Oi,
they're done.
Mark this down. Mark the date. Mark the podcast. Toddler Dave, punters and dribblers. We'll see you in fucking the first Sunday in October, and we'll play you this before a ball's been kicked. Line through them. Done.
Done. This thing fucking hell again. Toddler, can you charge mine, mate?
No. Great catch.
Great catch. Great throw.
Next.
Dylan Edwards not playing, obviously.
Well, dude, it's funny, right? Like, Stephen Crichton going to the Dogs on big dick money, but you see how different, like, Dylan Edwards is elite.
Yeah, he is. The Casper
was a ghost, now a boy. Was a boy, now a ghost. Not sure exactly how Casper worked in the end, though I did watch the Disney movie with Christina Ricci as a child. Shout out to it. But he's fucking, like, it was just so noticeable how much better they are when he's there at fullback. And then you see Crichton, who's going to the Dogs, as I said, big dick money, and you're like, obviously he's a great player, but you're like, shit.
What's he getting paid?
Don't know.
Dave?
It'd be great if you, like, in NFL and that, they just tell everyone what people are getting paid, don't they?
I love that.
I understand if you're a player, you might not want to, but also, like, come on. Come on, let us see.
Let us have a look.
Come on.
Let us have a look at your bank account.
Come on.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, open up the accounts.
Open up the accounts.
Let us see it.
What are your ingoings? What are your outgoings? Incomings. Outgoings.
Bronx defeated the Cowboys. I was a Katoni Stags away from a nice little multi.
Edwards on $500,000 a year.
That's not shitloads.
But what's Crichton on? Going to the Dogs.
Oh, Edwards.
Yeah,
what's Crichton on going to the Dogs?
Uh,
Again, these are reports, punters and dribblers, because I don't think we have access to bank
Time
accounts.
to go up to 6.
Crichton signed a 4-year deal worth in excess of $3.3 million.
4-year deal?
Yep.
I don't know how to break that number down. Fuck, 6 is bad. 6 feels like I'm going to shit myself. I'm going back down to 5. Oh.
It's just over $800,000 a year, Crichton.
Still on 6.
Come on. He's what?
Just over $800,000 a year.
Damn, dude. And he's good. I'm not saying Crichton's not a good player, but it was just like, it just made me realize how good a player Dylan Edwards was. watching that game.
Yeah, fucking oath. Did you see?
Scroll down.
Did you see what our friends, the Tigers, right? Famous trial win. They love that shit.
Against the Milk.
You see what Isaiah Papali'i said after the game?
What did he say?
He said Tim Sheens got him passing.
He's got him passing the ball.
Passing the footy. Training sessions, just pass.
Genius.
Yeah, genius.
Genius has us passing the footy.
Back to basics.
Passing the footy.
Just pass the footy. Just pass the student. That's all you do.
Fuck, it's a simple game when you boil it down, isn't it?
But genius.
Genius. Sometimes the most genius moves are the most simple moves.
Listen, simplicity not easy.
It might sound like it by virtue of its very name.
But he understands a simple truth about rugby league football. You got to move the Steeden.
Simplicity ain't all that simple.
You got to move the Steeden. You got to pass the Steeden. So what does the genius do? Whole training sessions. Pass it.
Just pass.
Pass Steeden.
Catch pass. Catch pass.
Catch pass. Catch pass.
What about
Catch pass.
kicks? Are you kicking?
Not yet.
No kicking?
No.
They're not kicking?
No.
Anyone kicking?
No point. Just pass them.
Do they tackle?
Worry about that later. Just
That's
pass.
true, yeah. If you pass first, tackle later. Well, if you got the ball, you're not tackling.
Well, that's right. And how do you score points? You got to pass. You got to let some. Yeah, like obviously, the defense was good, but I think their defense.
But was their defense good, or has Ricky just not got the Raiders passing?
It's a great point. So the Raiders weren't passing, so they didn't score because they weren't passing.
Okay.
It was the Tigers passing, scoring points. It's pretty simple.
No, it's a simple game, rugby league. Pass the footy, move the footy, pass the footy. Storm hump the Warriors.
Did you see back on the Cowboys game, Scotty Drinkwater's short dropout?
Dude, Scotty Drink, one of my favourite players. I get a little bit of a tingle, non-ab machine related, in my sack for Scotty Drink. Smooth, young, handsome man.
He's smooth.
Smooth, young, handsome twink, a rugby league twink.
Yeah.
But that dropout was cheeky as fuck. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
So he drops the ball like he's, drop kick.
Yep.
Drops it.
Yep.
Does nothing. Lets the ball bounce like half a metre in the air and then just taps it forward with his foot 10 metres and then just runs through and gets it. I did one dribbler, because we shared it on our stories, and one dribbler was like, do you elite? Look here.
Oh, I like that.
Dude, what a cheeky little man. What a cheeky little twink.
I like that a lot. That's really nice.
Oh, almost knocked it on. But like, as one dribbler said, oh, look at Dave commenting on KO there. At least it wasn't something that was going to get us sacked, Dave. So yes, this dribbler was like, what? It seems like that's something you save for like a game, a big game, as opposed to like releasing your secrets.
Now it's done. And now every time Scotty Drink's got the ball in his hand,
someone's going to be waiting there.
100%. 100%. Why a trial?
I don't know.
Why a trial?
But you won't find me speak ill of the drink, that's for sure.
No, you won't. Sharks looking very, very good.
Outside of Manly, Sharks are my futures.
They were 7 offloads off winning the cash.
Yeah, well, they don't offload enough.
But they don't get it.
Well, you don't offload enough.
You don't get it. And that's fine and that's cool.
And that was how like the preseason was scored in a weird we did talk about this, didn't we? Like
you got a bonus point.
Jeez.
You got 12 points for a win, 6 points for a draw. You got
10
a bonus point for 5 tries or more, a bonus point for 10 offloads or more, and a bonus point for
5 line breaks.
5 line breaks or more.
Yeah. KO Weeks did that himself, the line breaks, so
apparently Finucane got interviewed after the game and they were saying like, oh, did you know about the offloads? And he was like, nah, we had no idea. So
you know what? I call bullshit on that.
So do I.
That's a man who knows that they weren't up to the fucking challenge that Manly mounted, and he's looking for an easy, cheap way out.
Yeah.
Own your fucking loss, mate. Own your loss. You weren't up to it. Now, yeah, you might have been 7 offloads short, but you were still 7 offloads short.
I missed the Titans-Dolphins game, sue me. I was keen to see how Grandpa Foran went, though.
Well.
Can we get some of his stats up, please, Dave?
This
dude scored a hat-trick in 11 minutes. Actually, he scored 4 in the game.
I scored a hat-trick in probably a similar time when I was playing footy at school. Not a big deal.
Against High?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Who we beat 100-0, so it was hardly 104-0.
Are we shocked that Tom's bringing that up, punters and dribbles?
Nah, and I gave they hadn't scored a point, so we were 100-0, and I gave away a penalty right in front of the posts. I'm like, fuck, I'm now going to get... They took the kick because they were pathetic, with respect, and they missed it from right in front. And, it was like, you felt bad, but it was like, thank fuck I didn't give away those points.
Grandpa missed a few tackles.
Grandpa's old. Of course, Grandpa's missed tackles, dude.
Grandpa's missed tackles.
You know what I mean? Grandpa's missed tackles.
I'm not upset by that.
Okay, hold on. Like, what's his, did he set anything up?
One line break assist, one try assist.
You take that. That's Grandpa. That's preseason Grandpa shit.
27 passes.
How many missed tackles did Pop have?
5.
Made 14.
Okay.
Yeah, but he made 14.
Tackle efficiency, 73%. It's pass.
Listen, if you're not going to allow a grandfather to miss 5 tackles, then you are a cruel son of a bitch.
Yeah, you are.
You are a cruel, cruel fucker. At the end of the day, they pumped the fucking Dolphins, so he's allowed to miss a couple of tackles.
Yeah, exactly.
Why put your body on the line in a trial? When you're old, you got to preserve what you've got.
Playing the fish, they fucked the fish up.
They did fuck the fish up.
With respect to
Suck shit to the fish.
Suck shit to the fish. Suck shit, a real visceral burn, isn't it? Slur.
Suck shit. Yeah. Cut you deep.
Suck on shit, Dolphins.
Suck on poo.
Yeah.
That's what I want you to do.
What I
want
want,
suck on poo.
What I want you to do is to suck on poo.
Yeah. That's my opinion of you.
Because if you said suck on poo, it's actually, you really realise what you're saying. Suck shit, you can sort of just say.
Yep.
Suck poo, though.
Yeah. What, through a straw or?
No, I'd be thinking log.
Or suck on a log?
Yeah, dude.
So pick up a log and suck on it.
You mouth a poo.
As opposed to drinking it.
Well, that'd be drink poo.
Yeah. Well, you're right.
Poo not really a drink,
no,
historically speaking.
Well, not unless it's blended up.
Well, of course. If in a
smoothie.
NutriBullet.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ. Okay. Listen, the takeaways, punters and dribblers. Some teams like the Fish, like the Raiders, look like pure shit, like the Knights. Some teams, other teams, like Cronulla, I don't know, hell, specifically teams like Manly look fucking great.
Yeah.
Is it important this early in the season? No, it's not.
No, it's not.
But we're all trying. We were all trying.
Yeah, we were all having a crack. We were using our reserve graders, lower graders, some fresh faces, as well as some established stars. And with that soup of fucking different options, all having a crack, trying to win, trying out combinations.
Yep.
We were the best.
We were the best. And it's as simple as that.
That's all. That's all it is.
Another reminder, punters and dribblers, there are electric jumpers on sale until tonight.
Yep.
Probably around 10 p.m.
Yep.
Australian Eastern Daylight Time.
Should you explain to them the way the pre-sale works? Because I don't think we explained it with shock horror well enough.
No, we didn't explain it well enough. Basically, Tom and I purchased a specific amount of blank jumpers. And those blank jumpers are print to order. So when you ordered one, we print your order on that blank jumper. We didn't have endless blank jumpers.
No.
We had a finite amount of blank jumpers, thus the selling out of the
And
jumper.
thus you need to be quick because plenty of cunts have missed out.
Some electorates have sold out in specific sizes, which is unfortunate, but we appreciate your support in supporting your local electorate. We appreciate the support of the punter and the dribbler more broadly.
Yeah.
In adopting our vision to support local electorates and local government.
We're just trying to get people voting again.
Just trying to get people voting again. We love your support. Thank you very much. The support has been overwhelming. Big shout out to local government everywhere.
Get out there and vote.
High sport to chop.
Now, there's a rugby league story doing the rounds. There's a couple. Firstly, Josh Maguire he seems like a cunt fame. Now, I'll say this. Not as a person necessarily, because I wouldn't make a value judgment on a person that I've never
You're talking
met.
about a rugby league cunt.
As a footballer, Josh Maguire, I think it's hard to argue, is a cunt. Now, I just wanted to get this from the newspaper yesterday. He's the worst ever. 28 charges, 30 weeks of suspensions. John Hopewadi, of most suspended player in rugby league history fame, got 42, I believe. Well, technically got 10 years.
How many's he got?
30 weeks of suspensions, 16K in fines seems short, 28 charges. I just want to go through these because he's just been suspended for 7 weeks after his first game in the Super League. Found guilty 28 times. 2008, careless high tackle. 2009, careless high tackle. 2010, striking. 2013, striking. 2014, careless high tackle. 2014, dangerous contact on kicker. 2015, careless high tackle. 2015, dangerous throw. 16, dangerous throw. 16, dangerous contact with the head and neck. 18, contrary conduct. 18, contrary conduct referee. 18, contrary conduct. 19, contrary conduct. 19, contrary conduct. 19, dangerous contact to head or neck. 19, contrary conduct. 19, tripping. 20, dangerous contact head or neck. 20, careless high tackle. 20, contrary conduct. 21, dangerous contact. 21, careless high tackle. 21, dangerous contact. 21, careless high tackle. 21, careless high tackle. 22, dangerous contact. 23, unacceptable language. He has always been a real piece of shit.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is a rugby league handful.
Well, he's a handful. Listen, you'd want him on your side back when he was good, but like...
Kid's a handful.
Mate, like if you were... I remember, when, like again, especially like in Origin shit, like if you were a Queenslander, I'd get you would have loved having a cunt like that on your side. Every team, to be honest, every successful team's got one or two cunts knocking through. This guy just... Probably your preeminent rugby league cunt.
Well, he's a Hall of Fame cunt.
And, you know.
In a rugby league
context.
Also, worth noting that this charge that he just got was not during a regular match or any sort of finals heated game. It was during a testimonial match to a player who was retiring and who had played a lot of games.
Yeah, right. So
a testimonial 7-match ban. That is what a Hall of Fame
in his
cunt
first
does.
game against Leeds Centurions, he was charged with unacceptable language, disability discrimination.
Yeah. Apparently he has to go see.
Is that like the R word?
Probably. He has to go and do
mandatory education.
Mandatory education.
So what is that like don't be a cunt school?
Well, do's and don'ts.
Do's and don'ts of just human interaction.
So you sit down with Josh and you go, listen, mate, there's a few words we don't say anymore. There's a few words we never said that you should also be aware
The
of.
R word in his defense was literally in like a Black Eyed Peas song. Maybe he struggling to...
Well, we don't know that's what he said. It may have been.
To be honest, that's kind of like the only word where I would be like, no, you don't say it anymore. But I could forgive you for saying it in the heat of battle in a moment where, like, that word not so long ago was being sung by Fergie on stage at the VMAs. And there's, like, everyone in the crowd singing, right? So, like, I could forgive or be more compassionate. Unfortunately, his rap sheet is hard to look past. If it was anything other than the R word, I'm like, that's a very specific disability discrimination.
Well, he might have singled in on. He might have gone hard.
Gone in on someone. Oh, I think I've died. Yep, there we go.
There's some other things he might have said, but we'll leave that.
That's true. There are some other.
There's
words.
some other.
I don't
things.
want to get into it.
I'm telling you right now. There's other things you could have said.
No, there are. Just taking off my abs.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, there are. There definitely are now that I think about it.
How long do you reckon you need to wear these for every day?
Dude, I'm sweating under here. Now, that could just be because I was wearing it. Look at that.
They don't breathe.
Look at that. Beads of sweat on there. That's gross. We probably should know who's in the zoo here, shouldn't we? Well, that's a me problem. But yeah, so Josh Maguire now going to don't be a cunt finishing school.
He's got to go to finishing school and how to behave appropriately.
What was that
on
show?
The rugby
was
league
that like
field.
From Ladette to Lady?
From Ladette to Lady.
It was
Never
on TV.
watched that.
So what do you do? Do we do one that's like from cunt to choir boy? With Josh Maguire? Someone make up that poster for us.
From cunt to choir boy.
The Josh Maguire story.
Unfortunately for the story, he's still in the cunt phase, so he needs to make a lot of change.
Well, not unfortunately for the story. I guess where this is unfolding in front of our very eyes.
Well, I think what I'm saying is, unfortunately, I don't know if he gets to choir boy.
Right, that remains to be seen.
Thus, the story.
Yeah, sure.
Sort of doesn't get off the ground, so to speak.
Okay, well, listen. There's the beauty is that we all can change our ways.
Do you think you would get, potentially a list of, heinous words together, and then you just show them to him and you go, is this good or bad? And when he gets it wrong, zap
him. Put him on level 10.
12.
We haven't gone past 8.
What's it get up to?
Can you check what level it gets up to there? Or will it shock you just when you're holding it? Oh, it can fuck you up.
What's mode? Yeah, but the modes might be like as opposed to like ours. One seems sporadic.
Yeah, it was all over the shop. How high does it go?
10? I'm gonna guess 10.
I've got 12 on the brain.
Do you?
Either way.
Ooh, I think maybe 18.
Oh,
18?
Whoa.
No, fuck that.
No, we got to have a go at it at some point.
18's fucked.
Yeah, it is, dude. But like, surely it's not going to kill you.
Goes to 15, sorry.
15.
Okay. All we're saying is that when Josh Maguire goes to, now, I don't know, like to cunt finishing school, from cunt to choir boy, we give him a list of words. Some you can say, some you can't. And if he gets it wrong, he gets zapped with a level 15.
But level 15.
On the testes. That'll
on the nutsack.
You'll learn pretty quick.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Again, not the person, Josh. I'm sure he's a great dude as a person, but on the footy field, that dog comes out in him.
Oh, he's got that dog in him. Whew. He got that dog in him.
So,
that's one of the great rap sheets all time.
Yeah, it is. And then, again, Hopewadi technically suspended for like 10 years, but in a rugby league sense, I think it's like 42 weeks. So he's not that far off John, the Honourable John Hopewadi.
Can he get there?
John managed to squeeze it all into an NRL career, whereas Josh had
how many
to go
games? But how many
abroad.
games? Well, you look at it more as a game-based thing.
Great question. How many games did the Honourable John Hopewadi play, and how many did the Honourable Josh Maguire play?
Because pound for pound, you would think John Hopewadi gets it over him, but I need to be sure.
It's a good question.
John Hopewadi played 209 first grade games.
Yep.
Josh Maguire has played.
So he's looking at about.
Josh Maguire's played 259.
Okay, so pound for pound, there's still one champ.
There's still one man and one man alone that stands atop that mountain. That's the Honourable John Hopewadi. Now, there's another rugby league story, Eddie, from across the pond. Not the ditch in New Zealand, but across the pond. It's a bit old, but such has been the nature of our last couple of weeks where we had the post-UFC potty with Jarch, then we had the cheese on last week. There's a video that came out online of a Super League player in an alley in England eating ass.
Oh, you gotta love that, don't you?
Yeah. And he's married. Obviously, I feel bad for his fucking family. Of course he was married.
Of course he
Of
was.
course he was married.
Well, where else do you eat ass if you're married, if not a fucking alleyway?
Well, to be honest, not even a dimly lit alley. It was as lit up as you could have hoped.
Can you get footage?
Well, I'm hoping Dave's going to find it. But
What
his wife had to come out and be like, just so everyone knows, that ain't me. Kicked him out of the house.
Could I a couple of questions, Tom, and
And he had his pants down.
important ones.
It was an alley behind a branch of Greg's, which is a British bakery chain akin to Baker's Delight.
Nighttime, though, in fairness.
So he's eating ass behind a baker's delight.
Maybe it makes like again, I can't smell. Maybe the waft of like bread takes the sting out of the smell of a sweaty ass in the middle of the night.
Well,
in England,
mate, nothing like the smell of bread rolls to really prime you up for eating bum, dude. Buns.
Well, buns, yeah, exactly.
We'll spread the buns. Eat that thing. I want to know this: was he squatting down and she sort of like on top of his face?
No.
Or
They
is
were
she
both.
bent over a bin?
To be honest, if I'm just running an eye over the like,
What's his technique like?
Poor, but
Poor?
from both.
Okay.
It seems like there's a better way to eat ass, if you're asking. I'm not going to say his name. I just feel like let's. No, come on.
Oh,
This is a shit video. Let's not put this video in. I just want the ass eating video.
Is that not good?
Well, can you see what it is?
No, I can't see it playing.
Okay,
here.
no. We just need the. This is some like.
This is like AA point. Oh, hey, oh,
No, I don't want
oh.
Yeah, it shouldn't be blurred. I saw the unblurred version. Like putting a fucking emoji over that asshole's making any difference.
Who's filming?
Dude, this guy walks. You got to get the proper video. Just go find the video because it's funny. Because this guy walks up and says, the guy filming walks up and says, Anyway, I just love rugby league.
What's the guy walk up and say what?
We'll wait and see.
Okay. So we trust Dior to find it. That's the point.
Well, I might find it and then. But I love
Can
it.
I tell you something? That's the weirdest fucking technique I've ever seen.
That's what I was saying. The technique was bad.
Awful.
For those of you who haven't seen it, and we're not going to put it in the YouTube video, if we do, it'll be blurred because I don't know if you can put that on YouTube.
I'd just look it up yourself.
Look it up yourself. Both the bum in question is very low to the ground.
Too low.
And then that means that the man eating the bum is having to almost bend over like he's looking under the bed.
That's exactly how I'd put it. Instead of squatting down to address the bum on its own terms, he's bending over sideways.
Yeah.
You know the side bend?
Well, what's under here? Like I'm trying
What's
to get
under
something.
here? Yeah.
I dropped
like,
my keys in another car.
Yeah, or you're trying to get like a ball from under a bed or something.
Yeah.
That sort of approach. But not when you get to one knee. It's like, I want to try and get this without having to drop down to a knee.
I think as well, he's basically greeting the ass side on, as
Like,
opposed to
hey
what I would
there.
think, which is like face first.
I think you need to eye that thing. And he's not eyeing it.
No.
He's just down there. And also the tongue then, based on his positioning, Tom.
Now at like sort of vertically.
Well,
okay.
it's moving horizontal
East to
across the
west.
cheeks. It's moving east to west. Whereas
north south.
north south, generally speaking, has been.
Listen, it doesn't mean you can't throw. Like if you're at a north. Okay, we need the volume here. If you're going at a north south.
That's an east west action.
Yeah, that's east west, dude. That's east west. But
That's
if you
east-west.
If you're going north south, you can always go east west. I feel like it's harder to go. Do you know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
because if you can go,
yeah.
Oh,
don't,
you
I
can.
don't-
Yeah, that's east
Can
west.
you get some volume?
Oh my god! Can I have a go? Can I have a go? Oof. Oh my god!
Dude, look at how lit that place is.
Oh my god!
That thing looks like it's been lit for film. Oh, and his hog's out.
Wow! I tell you what, the girl playing eyes up footy by keeping the head down.
Well, I think that's a
No, as in like
elegant and understated tattoo there. I think.
as soon as like she's
Well, I
like
think the
someone's
head-
filming me, keep the head
No,
down.
I don't think. I think that head down is purely based on, like, you need to be in that position for this to
but
work.
but if you hear someone, your response will be, "Who's that?" That's
to
a common.
keep- yeah, right,
That's a
to
common
maintain the
response.
position, yes.
she maintains her positioning.
Yep. So that's look. Shout out to Rugby League.
Shout out to Rugby League and shout out to that awful technique.
Yeah, the technique.
I'd be surprised
I
if
think
that-
that's the most disgraceful part of that video.
I don't think. Listen,
I'm
if
not
that
gonna
if that
begrudge anyone to
if that
eat
got
arse
results,
out
if that
the
got
back of
results,
Baker's Delight.
if that got results, as in like repeat purchase, I'd be shocked.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
But again, nothing like eating bummo at the front of a fucking bun store or at the back of.
At the back of, but
Probably
like,
more appropriate.
Well, it is
The back door.
the back door. Lighting was fucking not an issue. That was ridiculous. Anyway, we press on into the good night.
Mode 2.
Ooh, it fucking hurts. Mode 2 hurts.
You may experience muscle pain. Stop using it temporarily or lower the intensity when your muscles feel pain.
Feel pain?
Yeah.
All right.
So pain not a good thing.
No pain, no gain.
That's what they say.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought, Dave. No pain, no gain. I'm on 4 mode 2. It still hurts. Only on my right side abdominal, though. Ooh.
I'm on 5. I'm on 5 and I'm getting it. I'm getting after it. Oh, it gets. Oh!
Yeah, dude.
It goes all the way up, dude. It goes brrrr, and then down. So it's about fucking.
There's a warning in the manual that says the following people should consult a doctor before using this. And the first one comes up is an allergic constitution. which maybe Tom and all the hay fever and everything.
I don't have allergies, dude. I just get psoriasis.
You have an allergic constitution.
I don't have an allergic
You're
constitution.
allergic to two things.
What?
Psoriasis.
That's
and,
not allergies,
and
you
hay fever.
fucking idiot.
And hay fever, that's two.
No, they're not. They're autoimmune, you dumb
Same
fuck.
thing.
Skin
Actually-
with disturbance of perception, abnormal infection, dermatitis, or wound.
Nah, we're good. Play on. Six-pack city. Here we go. Time to dribble.
Dude, I'm getting ripped over here.
Yeah, I'm getting
not even
jacked, dude.
joking. Now, for those that said that Tom and I weren't going to take six-pack seriously, think again.
Yeah, think again.
Mode 2 is no joke, dude. At the end of Mode 2, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out to Mode 2.
Or you rosé drinking diarrhea driblets. It's the 1NZ Warriors dribbler here. If you cunts want to keep claiming Kiwi status, how about you guys give my boys some airtime? I'm sick to death of hearing about tigers, dogs and dragons every week. Starting to think you guys are secret tiger tamers, masquerading as an Eagles supporter. Help out your ditch brothers and add some wars to the mainstream. Call the bloody segment 60 Seconds of Warrior for all I care. Fuck. 1NZ out.
I assume this gentleman left this voicemail pre the Warriors getting humped near to death by the Storm.
Well, to be fair to the Warriors, they were up 6-0 at halftime.
Good on them.
But
Good
then
on
they
'em.
did get humped.
I tell you what, I'm horny for Luke Metcalf, who used to play. I don't know if he's a Manly junior, but he played for Manly, went to the Sharks, didn't get much game time. He's a half, but he can play fullback and shit. He's so quick. But I don't know if it's been injury related or if people just don't see what I see. But I'm excited for Luke Metcalf for the Warriors. And we love Dylan Walker, former Manly player.
Love Dylan Walker.
But
We'll give the Wires appropriate
they're
airtime.
due.
We'll give them
You
appropriate
kind of
airtime.
got to be good, though, you know? Like, if you're not winning, it's hard to get horny for you.
The problem with the Wires is that they've never been that good and they're never that shit. They're just
As George Rose said, Eddie, when he
forgettable.
came in here, the moment we made the grand final in 2011 and then the Warriors beat the Storm, he goes, holy shit, I'm going to win a grand final.
yeah, it was all over.
It was all over.
Pack it up. And
I'm going to 6.
I'll come with you.
2, 3, 6.
Oh, sixes.
Ooh,
Sixes. Fucking
go with
g'day.
it. Just go with it.
G'day, six.
Just go with it. Next dribble, please, Dave.
Six
Tom,
is a lot more
Eddie,
hectic.
Your
Pulling down to my lower abs.
first-time caller, long-time dribbler. I just wanted to call up and just give someone a shout-out, a pretty unexpected shout-out. So I was at Laneway Festival on Sunday and was with a few boys on the disco bickies and whatnot and walked past this, like, squad of police officers, big squad of them. And as I'm walking by, I get a tap on the shoulder from one of them. And I look at him, he looks at me. Obviously, I'm absolutely terrified at this point. And, yeah, it was a very weird, awkward stare for maybe like 10 to 20 seconds. And also, I need to mention I was wearing the Rose 2023 membership.
Nice choice.
And as we locked eyes, he goes, mate, I need to tell you something. And I was like, what? At this point, I thought I saw a ghost because I'm like, mate, this guy, I'm off my head. He's looking at me thinking, you know, I thought I was in some deep shit. And then he goes, mate, I'm a dribbler. And I was like, what? Thinking this is a policeman about to get me done for something, allegedly, that I was doing.
That I just admitted to.
And we locked eyes and he gave me the biggest come on
Fucking
I've
oath.
ever received
A
from
copper
any
come on.
dribbler ever.
That's fucking rock solid.
Boys in blue.
And
Boys in
I
blue,
reckon
baby.
if anyone else was there to witness that, they would have thought I saw a ghost because my heart dropped. I was in all sorts. And then as soon as he said, I'm a dribbler, instant relief, weight off my shoulders, and I gave him the biggest come on of his life and probably my biggest come on as well. So I just wanted to share that, and I want to shout out the police dribbler at Laneway.
Shout out the police dribbler at Laneway.
Love that.
Can I say this? I do. There's like I yearn for the day where like I'm pulled over for like a fucking tail light being out, and the cop is a dribbler, and he goes, "On your way, son. Get that fucker fixed."
I have the opposite worry where a cop pulls me over, is a dribbler, knows my reputation, instantly busts out the MDT kit and goes, "We got one here."
Yeah, we got a bong head in the car here, and then searches your car for drugs.
I did get MDT the other weekend, and
I've never been
and
MDT.
And if this is proof that I actually did have tonsillitis, I was clean.
Oh, that's right. Dio Dave of faking tonsillitis fame. We all forgot about that.
We forgot about that. Listen,
that's cool. Shout out to that cop. Come on. The come on cop.
There is, listen, if you hear me giggling intermittently, it's because I can see Burmo's gut shaking.
My gut's
and
jiggling.
It's got me.
So we're both on the exact same mode, the exact same setting, but the only difference here, the control, I think you'd call it, I don't know if that is what you call it, is that I've got a bit more fucking tum than Eddie. I'm more tummed up. So when this thing's shocking, it's shaking my tum. Like my gut is, but yours isn't moving. God, you're hairy. Here we go.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, no.
Look at that.
This is not my proudest moment.
Look at that.
This is not my proudest moment, everyone. Oh, now we're into it. Oh, now we're just into like explosive vibration. And then if I know this thing well enough, we'll start kicking again. Here we go. We're kicking. Kick. Kick. Oh. This is not a proud moment for me. I can feel this being memed as I speak. Okay. All right. Show's over. Party's over. Let's go to the next dribble, Dave.
So how long to get 6-packs? Does it say in the manual?
Because if this thing gets rid of some stubborn gut jiggle, that'd be a nice byproduct.
I can't feel like if I'm cramping or if it's just this thing.
I think you cramp. Well, you're getting electrocuted. Electric shock therapy. Look at me go. Even with the shirt covering it, you can still see.
Oh.
Go next dribble, Dave. Oh, fuck.
Tom, Eddie, Dio, Tobler, autistic dribbler here. Now, I watched a bit of Seinfeld lately, and I was thinking, there's 4 of them, and there's 4 of you. Who would you guys be the Seinfeld characters? Me, I picture Eddie. I say use more of a George.
Oh, Seinfeld.
Anyway, that's it.
George.
Autistic dribbler out. Manly 13+.
Okay.
Oh, I did not know what the fuck that guy was saying.
So that was just a fucking drive by me. Calling me George.
Well, what's wrong with being George?
George is a fucking loser.
No,
Have you ever watched the show?
George is great. I'm obviously Jerry. That's cool. You're George. You're just you're a neurotic, klutzy fucking shit show.
I love George the character.
Yeah,
so
he's
that's a positive. But George the guy, like as a person.
I think Dior's probably got a bit of Kramer about him. In that he is
really.
well, in that he's a bit all over the shop, you know?
Yeah.
He's like he presents as this like, you know.
So what, Tobler's a lane?
Yeah, I guess. Dior's got a bit of a lane about him though as well, doesn't he? Neither of them are Kramer and Elaine, are they?
No, they're not. That's the problem.
Problem that we've got, yeah.
Sure, George.
Anyway, yeah, Eddie's got a lot of George about him.
He's also getting ripped as he speaks.
Yeah. Who's the most ripped on Seinfeld? I'm that guy. We'll go.
I'd say probably Kramer.
Kramer would be.
All right, I'm Kramer. I got to take this thing off soon. It's starting to fucking get uncomfortable.
Deep.
Hey, boys. It's the Chatswood dribbler here. Just had dinner at the Orchard, probably the only decent establishment in Chatswood, and I was just having a schnitty Monday night, like obviously needed double gravy, and when I was tapping my card, I noticed that the gravies cost $3.20 each. $3.20 each. Now, boys, obviously you're connoisseurs and owners of Big Schnitty Lube, and I was wondering, what do you think gravy or Schnitty Lube what should it cost?
Complimentary. That
and
shit
whether
should
it
be
should be
complimentary. Or
subsidised by
fucking
the
bacon into
Australian
the
government.
price.
Cheers. Be you soon. Manly 13 plus forever.
Listen, I concur with Tom. I think it should be complimentary. I think you should be able to order as much fucking gravy as you want.
Yeah. Shout out to the Nelson in Bondi where they just have, Bondi Junction, they have like tubs of it, different types, mushroom, gravy, pepper, Diane. So like you need to have...
And there's a ladle.
There's a ladle, dude.
You're given a ladle.
And ramekins, is that what they're called?
But you can ladle to your heart's content.
Yeah.
Just ladle up. I think that if you are getting charged for it, I think $2 is the absolute max. $2.
$2
max.
$3.20 is absolutely fucked.
You done?
Oh, mate, I'm done. Fuck that. Oh. That one was way worse. Gets you sweating. I bet you half this is just you sweat out all the fucking... You sweat to a sick crack.
Boys, how the fuck are you?
Never better.
Don't know where this has come from, but it
Feeling
just came
good.
to me while I was at work.
Feeling ripped.
And so here it is. If you could have anyone as a bodyguard, 24/7, character from a movie, cartoon, whatever, to be a bodyguard 24/7, who would it be? But it can't be from Marvel or DC characters. Now, one of the most common answers I've got so far is John Wick, but nowhere near as good as someone like Goku or Aang, the Last Airbender. Give us your thoughts. Be you soon.
I have a confession to make.
Yes.
I've never seen any of the John Wicks.
Neither have I.
There you go. Give me some.
Neither have I. And I know that that's considered uncouth.
Yeah, I get it. I really do want to watch it, but I just haven't fucking
I
done
get that. The first person that came to my head, and I don't know why, I don't even know if I'd want him as a bodyguard, but he'd be a good bodyguard, is Brad Pitt and Snatch.
Well, he'd be
fucked up-
fun. Brad Pitt and Troy.
Probably Brad Pitt and Troy.
Well, just in terms of like he was otherworldly. Mine might also be Arnold Schwarzenegger from Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Bruce Willis, not a bad shout in some of the
Oh,
diehards.
bro, who now has dementia. Fuck,
Very
dude.
sad.
That made me feel like old and scat, like hearing that poor old Bruce is going down.
Yeah.
He's like Die Hard, dude. Fucking
Die Hard 1 and 2.
king.
Die Hard 2 is such a good Christmas movie, even though it's got nothing to do with Christmas. It's just at that time of year.
It's, yeah, I mean, also people who talk about Christmas movies and Die Hard, it's like every year you see it on fucking some listicle. It's like the #1 Christmas movie, Die Hard. You're like, okay, dude, all right.
It's got absolutely nothing to do with Christmas.
It's Love Actually, and we know it. Get over it. Yeah, I think we can go with Arnie because he's big and muscly, and I grew up in the 90s when being huge and muscly and jacked was fucking cool as shit. Jean-Claude Van Damme, Stallone, Arnie. I'm sure there are more. WWF, you know, Hulk Hogan, et al. So Arnie, Mr. Olympia, with a fucking pump-action shotgun and leathers.
Mr. Olympia with a pump action sells at the markets.
Yeah.
No one's going to fuck with you.
Prime Arnie.
Prime Arnie. Not Arnie now.
No, not Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, he's not even governor now.
Former Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger. But like the presidency, if you've been a governor, are you always a governor?
Great question. Don't know. But for the purpose of what we're talking about, former governor of California, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Not that guy. Talking about Prime Arnie.
Prime Arnie.
Yeah, no, only current governors are called governor.
Okay, there you go. Let's move on. Good question.
Great question. Didn't mind Goku either.
Don't know who that is.
Super Saiyan.
Dragon Ball Z.
Eddie, D or you deadbeat. Just sitting back watching you boys on KO. Can't help but notice the absolute professionalism of Eddie. Concentrating on the game, relaxing, looking suave. But Tom, look, I'm not good at counting. He's been on his phone probably 27 times. Go back and count it. Look, could I be wrong? Yeah, probably. But, mate, Eddie, just absolute professional. Just eyes on the game, bit of laughter. While Tom sits there and types.
Now, I do
Not
appreciate...
good enough, Tommy.
Still going?
Love you, Eddie.
Thanks,
Piss
mate.
off, Dior.
Thanks, mate.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Listen, I'll always like a little bit of support. And I can see how the punter and the dribbler would potentially have got confused by what would appear to be a lack of professionalism.
Yes.
And under the right circumstances, you'd be absolutely right. Tom does have an excuse, however.
I do. So for those of you who aren't fucking dumb like that guy, with respect, he said it himself. He said he couldn't count. We were live streaming on YouTube, bruz, so you got to fucking interact with cunts in the chats. People ask questions and shit. So you got to check your phone, because if someone says something funny or asks a question, then we can get to it. Now, I realise that you see it and you go, oh, fuck, this guy's on his phone. But the reality was I was actually keeping an eye on the punter and the dribbler, you good sir, so that I could allow Eddie to be his most professional self and Scope be his most professional self.
I think moving forward, if you had a laptop, might just add to that.
Oh, I think so as well. And I think, to be honest, when we do them here, laptops, the way you go,
it just makes you look just an edge more professional.
Well, you do look checked out when you're on your phone.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Well, you could bust out the iPad.
I could bust out the iPad. The problem with the iPad in a situation like that is I need it propped up. Prop me up.
There's no inventions to do that, is there?
Oh, it's not that I've seen, Dave. Not that I've seen.
Prop me up.
Prop me up. But I appreciate where you're coming from. But now you know. Daddy's professional, baby.
Now you know. But a harmless mistake on behalf of that dribbler.
It was a harmless mistake.
It was harmless.
Fuck him, though.
Well, I'm not going to say that.
No, but
nice things about me.
No, 'cause he's coming to me.
He said really nice things.
Yeah, he
about
did
me.
say nice things about you. Didn't say about me. Yeah. Fuck him. But respect you. Respect me. Fuck you.
Oh, g'day, boys. It's the Bay 13 dribbler, just touching base. Just watching the cricket, and there's an item I would like to discuss at length, if you will. This Tournament bloke, he's a chucker. He's a chucker of note. So I want you to analyse the action and let us know what you think. All right. See you soon. Bye.
Can you get some footage up, Dave, of Kerneman? Because I've heard this getting around, and I have seen him, obviously I've seen him bowl, but I haven't been paying attention. The cricket has been on, and I have been existing around it, as opposed to analysing the techers of Matthew Kerneman. Could we possibly have it in a test match? But let me just see this video.
No chucking there.
That doesn't bother me all that much. Go to the. Can you get any highlights from the actual test?
Yeah.
Like go to his first test wicket, which I think was Virat. Let's just watch this first though before you do that. I'll just keep this going until you find it. So far, I'm not overly concerned. The arm is sort of bent as it comes over. I know there's like really specific rules around this shit, so it's like it's got to be like certain degree and.
Let's have a look here.
Perfectly.
Perfect.
That looks
that
fine.
looked all right.
That looks
mate.
absolutely fine.
But this is not. It's not a test match. We've seen him in the nets here.
We've seen him in probably the North Sydney Nets session.
Was this the North Sydney Nets session? You think? Possibly. Here we are. Kerneman none for 38. Nah.
I don't think that's.
I don't think he's chucking that.
Again, maybe we're watching one delivery out of how many he bowled over this test. Send us in some footage if he's chucking.
Listen, you'd want to be damn sure he's chucking to accuse an Australian of chucking. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd want to be damn sure.
If you're gonna be calling one of our boys a chucker,
you got to be damn sure.
You got to have fucking.
If you've got footage of Kerneman chucking, send it in. We'll review it. But I haven't seen any chucking yet.
No, I haven't seen no chucking.
And I'm honest. I'm an honest guy. I'll tell you if I said chucking, but I haven't seen chucking. On we go.
Last one.
You have a message from Goulburn maximum security prison from the fucking sleep dribbler. Do you accept the charges?
Yes.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
I said, you have a collect call from Goulburn maximum security prison from the sleep dribbler. Do you accept the charges?
Yes, sleep dribbler, we do.
Cum sponges, ring stingers. 2 items of business. Look, has the sleep dribbler been locked up in maximum security since the execution of Scooter from the wider Hunter region?
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
He killed Scooter.
Yes, I have. 2 items of business. 2 items of business only. 1. So, if the Parramatta Eels are not going to win the premiership until after the sun that explodes, what's after that? Because that's what the fucking wider Hunter region's going to do, because those fucking cum-sponging fucking losers are not going to do jack shit until after that. Please, please, talk to me. Talk to me. Nudes. Send nudes. Secondly,
fuck, dude.
Bracey, are we going to see nudes? I've heard it all. Nudes soon, nudes now. Get your fucking Himalayan yak meat out for the fucking boys. The sleep dribbler doesn't want it. I don't fucking want it. I fucking need it. I fucking need it.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
That's a nice birthday message.
Yeah, that is. There you go.
That's a nice birthday.
That's a nice
message.
birthday message for Brace.
So we haven't had sleep dribbler since he killed Scooter.
Yeah, I think so. Or
That was a fucking weird.
That was scary. Well, there was Scooter, but there was also one where he called on like the side of a highway. Again, some people are going, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Sleep dribbler is one of our oldest. Well,
No.
one of our more notable dribblers.
Yeah, who's been MIA for a year probably.
He's just like I don't
Maybe
want
longer.
to meet the guy. No one knows who the fuck he is, but he's terrifying. And
I've heard whispers.
Yeah, we've heard whispers, but we don't know. But throughout the sort of the back catalogue, you will see been some fucking. He's popped up here and
Yeah,
here
he's
and
popped
there.
up. He's popped up. I think someone's even.
I don't understand what his first point was about the Hunter region and shit. Like the Eels won't win after the sun explodes because once the sun explodes, nothing exists. So it's just that the sun will explode before they win the comp. But
Which means they won't win the comp.
which means they won't win the comp. Then he went on to like the wider Hunter region thing, which I didn't follow. And I mean, usually that is the case with Sleepy D. Like you don't follow what the fuck he's saying.
Yeah,
I'd say
I think
this.
maybe he was trying to, because the Knights lost to the Eels, so he's saying that the Knights won't win it until even after the Eels win it. Maybe.
Okay,
I don't know.
Maybe. I will say I think it's lucky that our friend Luke Bracey isn't in the country, given the ravenous nature of sleep dribblers'
Demands
to see his Himalayan meat,
yak meat.
yak
meat.
meat.
His Himalayan yak meat is a lot. That's a lot to digest.
That's a lot to digest.
But again, happy birthday to Luke.
Yeah, happy birthday.
And happy birthday to his Himalayan yak meat, which is now another year older.
It's the same age.
I saw he's just got another movie coming out, posted the trailer for.
He does.
Does he?
Which is in theaters in like April, maybe?
One True Loves.
Oh, rom-com alert.
Which actually looks like it's got a pretty all-star cast. I think Richard Gere of Dribbles fame.
Yes. Susan Sarandon of Still Smoke Show fame.
I believe they're both in it.
Mm-hmm. William H. Macy of William H. Macy fame.
And
I can't see any of the names there, but maybe.
Okay, maybe not.
Was
maybe that
he
was
in another one?
movie. You'd think fucking... Oh, you know what? Yeah, that actually might be another one. That might be another one.
Mercy Road. Is that the one?
Oh, fuck. Look, I don't know. Brace, reach out. Let us know. He does have one coming out, though, I think. Happy birthday to you and your yak, mate.
Shout out to the punter and the dribbler. It's been a hell of an episode. Hell of a show.
That's it. Yep.
That's it. Beautiful. We're done. Electric jumpers until 10 p.m. tonight.
Electorate.
Electric. That's what I said.
I thought you said electric. Oh, you did. I'm losing it.
That was dumb. That was a dumb way to end a dumb podcast.
mine's slowing down.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Could you two just not talk anymore?